But the worst kind of impunity is the impunity of deceitful leaders. Leadership that is about deceit. That they tell us one thing before the election, they completely do the opposite after the election.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. Now, let us talk. I want us to have a heart-to-heart conversation like Kenyans, real Kenyans, and I want us to think beyond the box, because that is what now I would like us to do. As from now, to think outside the box. Let us not just go with the rain. The way train is going, that is the direction that we are taking. No, I want us now to have this conversation. And let us talk about Natembeya's presidency. That is what I want us to talk about. I want us to talk about Natembeya's presidency. What is his plan? Can he make it to be the president of the Republic of Kenya? And why is it? Why is it in the opposition? Why is it that the opposition may likely or may not likely appoint him or take him serious as the presidential candidate? And last thing that I want us to talk about is it early for him? Maybe is it early for him to vie for the presidency, considering that the opposition has got a lot of people who are in a position, who are capable of vying for the presidency. We have a lot of them. Or of course, we know that the opposition has got a lot of people. Everybody wants to become the president. But now they are saying that they've not yet chosen anybody, hawajachagua mtu yote who can run for the presidency. Why? Because they're still hiding it. We have Matiang'i, we have Maraga, we have Kalonzo, we have Matakarua, we have Rigathi Gachagua, JB Muturi is there, Okiya Mutata is there, we have Godfred Ogola is there. A lot of people are there who wants to be president. And we also have, right now, George Natembea. That is the governor of Trans Nzoia County. Now, that is what I want us to talk about. But before that, let me just quickly remind you that maybe if you're meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well like, you can share, you can drop me a comment and tell me where exactly you're watching this video from. If you're within the country, it is good to tell me which part of the country you're watching from. If you are in Nairobi, Mombasa, just mention the number of your county at the comment section. And if you're outside the country, you can as well drop in the flag of your country at the comment section. They can as well figure it out. Thanks very much for those who are watching from Amsterdam, from Canada, from United States of America, from UK. I thank you very much. From Dubai, people like Fox, Elme 254, people like Jefferson Seringa. Thank you very much, guys. I can see now you're back here. And thank you very much for the support that we've been giving me all along. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Now, let us jump into the discussion. George Natembea, the governor of Trans Nzoia County, is saying this, that Muluya atakuwa rais 2027. Tufungue milango ili wa Maasai wakuwe rais, Waborana wapate, Turkana wapate Governor George Natembea. Let me just repeat it. Muluya atakuwa rais 2027. Tufungue milango ili wa Maasai wakuwe rais, Waborana wapate, Turkana wapate. That is what I want us to talk about. And I want us to look at it step by step. George Natembea is saying that Muluya atakuwa rais in 2027. My question is this. If George Natembea is saying that Muluya atakuwa rais in 2027, who is he referring to? Is he talking about Musalia Mudavadi? Of course he can't. Is he talking about Moses Wetangula? Of course we know he can't. Is he talking about Atuoli? We know he can't. Is he talking about Didmas Baraza? Baraza is not even in that level of becoming the president. Is he talking about Peter Salasya? Peter Salasya is just a joker. Cannot even vie for the president. Cannot. Even the governorship, I don't think if Peter Salasya can get. Is he talking about Edwin Sifuna? We still don't know. Kale Bamisi, bado hatujui. So who is this person that Natembea is talking about? Is saying that Muluya atakuwa rais in 2027. I jump into our questions now. Question number 1. What is Natembea's plan wakati ambapo anasema kwamba Muluya atakuwa rais in 2027? Of course we know very well that Natembea has been on the forefront. Kila mtu anaangalia Natembea. Be it in Western. Anywhere, Natembea anaangaliwa na kila moja. So my first question is this. If you know this question, you can tell me in the comment section. What is his plan? What is his game plan? Question number 2. Can he move? Can he make it? That's the question. Can Natembea make it? Of course, yes. As far as I'm concerned, as Boni, anybody can make it to become the president. Anybody can make it to become the, because presidency is not is not just about a certain tribe. It is not there that this certain tribe is the only tribe that can become the president. Ati kama ni Wakamba ndio lazima wakuwe rais, kama ni Waluya ndio lazima wawe rais, kama ni Wakikuyu lazima ama ni Wajaluo. Presidency is for everybody. Anybody can vie for the presidency. The question is, it is not about anybody vying for the. Now the next question should be, okay, he can make it. Anybody can vie for the presidency. That's why even Peter Salisa was saying that he wants to become the president. That was even Marara said that he wants to become the president. I don't know where Marara disappeared to. But anybody can become the president. The real question that you should ask yourself whenever maybe you're planning to vie for the president is, are you in a position of giving Kenyans what they want? As simple as that. Yes, you want to become the president. You want to vie for the presidency. Are you in a position to give Kenyans what they... Because, you know, the problem that these politicians normally have is they promise us things that they know they can't deliver. Mara nitajenga barabara. Mara nitafanya nini. Mara nitafanya hii. But at the end of the day, you come to realize that all these things that these guys promised us, they're not even doing them. Now, let me ask this question. When William Samoei Ruto, the president, was vying for the presidency, how many things did he promise us that he's going to do? He promised us a lot of things. That mara nitafanya hii, mara mama mboga, mara mtu wa boda boda. Right now, the mama mboga and mtu wa boda boda are the ones that are crying. Because Ruto used the slogan, Ruto used that slogan, used them. Let me use that one. He used them as a ladder to climb to where maybe he wanted to be. And then after climbing that ladder, he dumped them. It is not even... So the problem is not that somebody can make it to become the president. The problem is, after making it to become the president, can you give Kenyans what they want? Can you deliver? It's all about, you know, presidency is all about, the leadership is all about deliver. Can you deliver? If you can't deliver, then there's no need of promising people what you know that you can't give them. That is what I normally believe. That there's no need of promising people what you know very well that you can't give them. If you're in a position to give them what you're promising, then well and good. It's okay. Just give it out. But if you know very well that you will not be in a position to give them what you're promising, then you better not promise some of the things. Just tell them that mimi naomba mnichague. As simple as that. There is, hakuna haja upe mtu false hopes. The next question that we need to ask ourselves is, that I was asking myself actually, that why is he in a position of being the president? Now, let me sit well. George Natembea, the governor of Trans Nzoia County, is in a better position of becoming the president. Reason number one. If you look at George Natembea's talks, or the way maybe he normally speaks, George Natembea normally talks about the issue of unity. So George Natembea has got two weapons. I say two weapons that George Natembea has that can really help him become the president. Weapon number one, the Mulembe nation. I want to ask you a question. When Raila and William Ruto were vying for the presidency, William Ruto had got his strongholds. Raila had got his strongholds. Now, what happened? What made William Ruto defeat Raila Odinga? One of the major things that made William Ruto defeat Raila Odinga was the issue of the Mulembe nation. Why? Because Wetangula, together with Mudavadi, at the 9th hour, I think we can use that. At the 9th hour, they diverted. And then after diverting, they joined William Ruto, and then now the Mulembe nation followed them. And that is how William Ruto defeated Raila Odinga, because of the Mulembe nation. So, one thing I want to say is that if you look at Kenyan population, the Mulembe nation is the second largest in Kenya, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comment section. But as far as I'm concerned, the Mulembe nation is second. From we go to central, the Kikuyus are so many, and then after Kikuyus, now we go to the Mulembe nation. So the Mulembe nation is the second largest. Now my question is this: William Ruto has lost the Mount Kenya, has lost the Kikuyus, and then here we have the Mulembe nation, whereby they don't have anybody. They're still hanging. They still don't know where to go. But there is somebody who is trying to bring them together, which I'll talk about in the my next point. There is somebody here who is trying to talk to them. So do you think William Ruto is going to win? Because already the first and the second largest population tribes zimemtoka. It is not going to be very easy. So number one thing that is making Natembeya the most likely the best candidate in 2027 is the issue of the Mulembe nation. The second thing, if you try to look at Natembeya's card, Natembeya is normally talking about the unity.
Na mjue vile nimesema nikianza nyinyi ni wa Kenya. Hapana sema wewe ni Mnandi ama wewe ni Mbukusu, hapana wewe ni Mkenya tu. Kabila yako ni nzuri. Mila zako ni nzuri. Hizo mila zitakana kusaidia utengane na wengine. You unite with others. Siwezi kutenga ukae pale kando na wengine wanakaa kando, sasa mimi nakaa peke yangu, hapana. Utatoboa. Hii dunia hii wala watu ambao wanakufaa sana wa ndani. Sio jamii yako, sio ukoo yako, sio kabila yako, and you tell me one day mtakuja kujua. Wala ambao watakufaa sana katika maisha hii ni wale watu ambao watakaa tu nao vizuri kule, hata ambao hawajui kabila yako ni gani. Ni kama tu ukikuwa hospitali unataka damu, huwa unatafuta kabila yako. Ama inakuanga namna gani bwana? Wanaangalia tu kama hii damu hii ni group moja na yako, na hii group hii yenangi na kabila. Ama ni na kabila? Hata utapata tu kwa familia yenu hakuna mwenye yako na hiyo blood group. Na wewe unasema ati mimi kabila yangu ndio moto sana. Moto wapi? Hakuna, utaletewa damu hata ile jamaa anakuanga mwendazimu hapa kwa soko na amedonate damu. Inakuokoa. Yaani Mungu anatufuzanga tu lesson kwamba we are all the same. Hii rangi ya juu na hii mambo mengine tunajiwekelea kabila hii, hizo ndio tunajiwekelea tu.
And that is the most weapon. That is the most weaponized thing that maybe Natembeya realized that I can use this. If you look at what he said, Natembeya is saying that Muluya atakuwa rais 2027, tufungue milango ili wa Maasai wakuwe rais, wa Borana wapate, Turkana wapate. So are you seeing? So in other words, Natembeya is trying to bring all these people in one table. He's talking about he has been talking about the unity, saying that Waluya hawata gawanywa tena. So what, once you've talked to people, or maybe once you've tried to tell people what they wanted to know, like, what is your plan with us? Yes, unataka kuwa rais, but now what are you planning? Are you planning to divide us? Or are you planning to bring us together? Now, if you're planning to bring us together when you become the president, now, first thing you should do is bring us together first before becoming the president. That is when we will know that indeed you are you want us to unite. But if it fails, I don't think if it can be easy. It might not be easy after failing. You will only know that you made it before trying. Now, before doing what you wanted to do. And that is exactly what Natembeya is doing. Now, the last thing that I'm talking about, the last point is this. The last question. Is it early considering many other leaders in opposition who wants to contest for the presidency? Yes, it might be early. But again, no. Why am I saying yes? Now, I'll talk about the yes part and the no part. Let me start with the yes part. The yes part is, if you look at the opposition, there are so many. Kalonzo Musyoka is there. Martha Karua is there. Fred Matiang'i is there. Omtata is there. Fred Ogola, that is the professor, is also there. We have got, I don't know the plan of JB Muturi. We have got Ndindi Nyoro is there. And lastly, we have got Rigathi Gachagua. I want us to look at these people one by one. We start with the people who have been deputy presidents. Martha Karua, not Martha Karua, let us start with Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo Musyoka was once, I think it was the first vice president. Yeah. Kalonzo Musyoka served as the vice president of the Republic of Kenya. After serving as the vice president, after serving as the vice president, now your next thought is how to become the president. Of course, this one normally happens even in the corporates. In corporates, once somebody is a deputy chair, the next expectation is that this person will automatically become the chair when the chairperson resigns. And that is how that is normally the expectation. Hata kwa maisha you expect to kupanda, sio kushuka. So somebody who has been the deputy president, who has been maybe the deputy chair or vice chair, uwezi mchukua umpeleka kwa treasurer ama secretary, not unless maybe you trust this person so much with the issues finance. That is how maybe you can convince this person that maybe you just have this. But kwa akili huyo mtu yeye anaonaga kwamba my next move is to lead these people, is to become the chair. So Kalonzo Musyoka, at the back of his mind, he knows very well, in fact he's sure that this opposition is going to give him this thing to vie for the presidency. Look at somebody like Martha Karua. Martha Karua was supposed to become the deputy president. Suppose Raila Odinga won the election back in 2022. So at the back of her mind, she also knows very well that these people are going to give me this thing. Mimi ndo naenda kuinua hii bendera, mimi ndo naenda kukimbia na hii bendera kuwania kiti cha urais, which is not bad. She is a woman. She can be given the benefit of doubt, but how many women are going to elect Martha Karua? Kama mnamo mwaka 2022 ndio hata kwao kwenyewe she did not get any vote. You know, I've been trying to look at the reasons why Martha Karua did not get votes in her area. And I think I realized I got some clue. The Kikuyus really hated what Uhuru Kenyatta was doing. And being that now they hated Uhuru Kenyatta, they had to show Uhuru Kenyatta that hata huyo Martha Karua ingawaje ni mtoto wetu, but being that she is with this person that we don't want, will not give her votes. Akapata kura mbili. I don't know hizo kura mbili zilikuwa za nani yake na pengine I don't know na nani. Kama watoto wake wenyewe hawakumpigia kura. So I don't know. That is a story for another day. We look at somebody like Gachagua. Gachagua is saying that his agenda is not even to become the president. Yeye anataka kulipiza kisasi. Kisasi ambayo Rigathi Gachagua anataka kulipiza ni kwamba lazima hakikishe kwamba William Samoei Ruto ameenda nyumbani, amesikia ile uchungu ambaye alisikia wakati ambapo walitimuliwa. So Rigathi Gachagua, people are saying that Rigathi Gachagua cannot vie for the presidency because he was impeached. I think constitutionally it is. He cannot vie for the presidency. But he is putting pressure. Rigathi Gachagua is a good mobilizer. You and I knows that. He's a very good mobilizer. Now, being that he's a good mobilizer, I don't know how this thing is going to work, but let us just hope. Let us just wait and maybe see how things will move. Now, let us go to somebody like Omtata. Omtata, Maraga, they are also there. Fred Ogola is also there. All these people want to become the president. And then now we finish with Fred Matiang'i, whom a lot of people are saying that is the best person to vie for the president. Now, I was trying to look at these people. Suppose we have, I want us to now to look at, I want you at the comment section, I just want you at the comment section to tell me the best ticket, like who is supposed to vie for the president and who is supposed to deputize who. I'll mention the names. We have got Omtata, Martha Karua. Let me start with we have got Fred Matiang'i. We have got Kalonzo Musyoka. We have got Martha Karua, we have got Rigathi Gachagua, we have got Maraga, we have Omtata, Fred Ogola, we have got JB Muturi, Ndindi Nyoro, and finally we have got George Natembea. 10 of them. Our watu 10. Amongst those 10, I just wanted to form hapo kwa comment section, just form for me a lineup of who you think can be the best president and deputized by who. As simple as that. Sio mambo mingi, just as simple as that. Whom do you think can become the president na anaweza kuwa deputized na nani? Because as far as I'm concerned, we must have a president and a deputy president from this team. If we will not have a president and a deputy president from this team, then I don't know where we are going. Maybe I really don't know whether Raila Odinga will want to vie for the president. But that mzee is very old. Hata fai kufikiria mama anakuwa rais sahi. Personally, I think that what Raila should be thinking of right now is how he's going to relax home. Fikirie tu jinsi ambavyo anaenda kupumzika nyumbani. Achane mambo na kuwania kiti cha urais mara nini. Let him just aenda pumzike. Let him just relax. So fellow Kenyans, I want to give you a chance at the comment section to also tell me what you think. Because that was my thought. I've been thinking about that, by the way. Just immediately after reading that statement from Natembea that Muluya atakuwa rais. So kama Muluya atakuwa rais mwaka 2027, huyu Muluya atakuwa nani? That is the question. Muluya atakuwa rais in 2027. Sasa huyu Muluya atakuwa nani? Kwa sababu hawezi kuwa Wetangula, hawezi kuwa Musalia Mudavadi, hawezi kuwa Didmas Baraza, hawezi kuwa Caleb Amisi, hawezi kuwa this guy, the deputy party leader of DCP, Malala, hawezi kuwa Malala. Atuoli tutoe hapo. Sifuna bado. Sifuna sidhani kama anaweza taka kuwa rais, anaweza taka hiyo pressure ya kuwa rais saizi. Kama yeye mwenyewe anaweka pressure kwa marais hivi. So do you think anaweza taka kuwa rais? He cannot. He cannot. So now guys, let me just know what you think in the comment section, because that is just my thought. And don't forget to drop me a comment and tell me what you think and where exactly you're watching this video from. And also, you can as well drop me your support there via that number, and all shall be well. Let us meet in the next video if it is possible. Big.